Yes, ma'am. All factor we have discussed.
Okay. Some of the factors we discussed as also. Okay, that's good. So in previous class we have completed all the basic requirement of photosynthesis, chloroplast, and you told that we have discussed some factors that affect the photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. We have covered the
Light intensity. Okay, no, let's start with light intensity only. No problem. So before starting factors that affect the photosynthesis, the portion we covered in the previous class, I just asked some question from that part and you just have to raise your hand. Okay, now tell me what are the basic requirement of photosynthesis. Raise your hand. Walaikum assalam. Yes, raise your hand.
Can you ask again the question?
Tell me the basic requirements of photosynthesis.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine.
Ma'am, can I tell? Ma'am, can I tell?
I'm just looking for the hands. Only 4 hands. 4 hands are raised. Okay, Muhammad Umar, tell.
Ma'am, can I? Ma'am,
Muhammad Umar, yes.
Ma'am, the factor that affect, ma'am, they are carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, chlorophyll.
Yes, basic requirement of photosynthesis are carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and chlorophyll. So they are the basic requirement. Means without these 4 factors, plant cannot make its food. Even one of the factor will be missing, plant cannot make food. These are the very important factor. They are needed for the photosynthesis. Okay. Now tell me this. Explain the structure of chloroplast. Raise your hand. Structure of chloroplast. Yes.
Metal. Salam alaikum.
Only 3 hands. I'm waiting for the more hand to be raised, but I don't know what happened to the other girl. Yes, Ilma Danish, you tell me.
Ma'am, what is the question?
This is very weird. You were not in class.
Ma'am, what is the question? Ma'am,
Were you not there in the class? Explain the structure of chloroplast. Explain
ma'am,
this.
chloroplast is an oval shape.
And what more you can tell about chloroplast?
Found in photosynthesis cells of leaves and young stems.
They are found. Okay. And what other? What is the internal structure? Explain the internal.
Algae.
Explain the internal structure of the chloroplast.
Ma'am, may I tell? Salama Ghalib.
Okay.
Sheikh.
Okay. Yes, Salama, tell.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, chloroplast is an oval-shaped organelle. The chloroplast is found in leaves and young stems, and chloroplasts have a thylakoid. So many thylakoids connected stroma lamella, and these thylakoids are called grana. They have an outer membrane and inner membrane also.
Okay. Yes, it's a double membrane structure, and then it is having a ground substance that is called stroma or matrix. And in the stroma or in the matrix, coin like sacs are embedded, and they are in the pile. They are arranged in a pile. They are arranged in a group, you can say, and the pile of the thylakoid is known as grana. Pile of the thylakoid is known as grana, and the chlorophyll is stored or present in the thylakoid, and these grana are interconnected through the tubular structure that is called stroma lamellae. Okay, so now factors that affects photosynthesis. So some of the factors are very important for the photosynthesis, and they are affecting the rate of photosynthesis, like light intensity, temperature, carbon dioxide concentration. Carbon dioxide is must for the photosynthesis, but the rate of the carbon dioxide that affects the photosynthesis. And water. So let's start with the light intensity. The rate of photosynthesis is low under low light intensity. Means if low light is there, low photosynthetic rate will be there, and it increases. Yes, what? Yes, want to say something? Are you saying somebody?
Ma'am, if it will increase, then the increase of the photosynthesis rate.
Yes, of course. So the rate of photosynthesis is low under low light intensity, and increases as the intensity of light increases. At very high intensity of light, the rate of photosynthesis decreases because the chlorophyll is bleached and destroyed. So very low light intensity is there, so low photosynthetic rate will be there, and if more light will be there, more photosynthesis will be there. But if it is very means what you can say, very much light is there, very high intensity of the light is there, then the photosynthetic rate is decreased. Why? Because on high light intensity, the chlorophyll started destroying, and we know that chlorophyll is one of the very important factor for the photosynthesis. When that start destroying, that affects the photosynthetic rate. So when it will be very high, then photosynthetic rate start decreasing. Another factor is temperature. So the reaction which are occur in the leaf means the photosynthesis. So the series of chemical reaction occurring during photosynthesis can take place only at a suitable temperature. Means the photosynthesis can be possible in a suitable temperature, that is 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. So on very high temperature or very low temperature, photosynthesis is not possible. The photosynthetic rate is fine when the temperature is suitable. The next factor is carbon dioxide concentration. Remember, concentration. Carbon dioxide is must, but when it increases or decreases, what effect on the photosynthesis, that I will discuss under this heading. So under normal condition of temperature and light, carbon dioxide is limiting factor in photosynthesis. An increase in carbon dioxide concentration increases photosynthesis, but higher concentration of it can inhibit the process. Means if the carbon dioxide is less in concentration, then photosynthesis will be less. If more in concentration, then photosynthesis will be more. But when the carbon dioxide concentration is more than enough, then the concentration of photosynthesis will be inhibit, or you can say the slow down. So these factors affect the rate of photosynthesis. Then water. Water keeps the protoplasm of leaf cell hydrated and help in maintaining the turgidity of cell. So here what is the function of water? To keep the cell hydrated and to maintain their shape. Turgidity of cell means to maintain their shape. And in response to lack of water, the leaf wilt and the stomata close. When the water will be less in the soil, the leaf wilt and stomata close, preventing the entry of carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. We know that the carbon dioxide and oxygen, they means the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen through the stomata. When stomata are closed, the exchange of gases will be stopped. So when water is less in the soil, when water is not there in the soil, what happens? The leaf will be wilt and the stomata close. Due to this, the exchange of gases stop and the photosynthesis automatically stop. Got it? So this temperature, optimum temperature is needed, 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. Very high temperature, very low temperature, not supporting photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide concentration, if they are less in concentration, less photosynthetic rate. More in concentration, more photosynthetic rate. But it's very much in concentration, very high concentration, then it inhibit the photosynthesis. In the same way, water. Water also means if water lacks, then the photosynthesis will be stopped. Now, significance of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is one of the most important processes happening on earth for the survival of all living organisms. We know that photosynthesis is very important for the survival of living organism, because photosynthesis is the process which traps solar energy and which convert it into the chemical energy. So they are the only source which can utilize solar energy and convert into the food energy or chemical energy that we are using. If they would not be there on the earth, so the solar energy converter would not be there on the earth, and the food cycle will be stopped and life will be finished. So photosynthesis is very important for the survival of living organism. Understood? So here food for all living being is produced through photosynthesis. We know that all the living being gets the food from the through the photosynthesis. Herbivores are they depend on directly on the plants for the food. Yes, herbivores eat the herbs in the plant, and carnivores eat the herbivores. In this way, the food chain continue. They can be it means the consumer of three type: primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer, and then scavengers, then decomposers. So in this way the life cycle go on, but always it start from the producers. Sorry, life cycle, not food chain. Food chain. Remember, food chain always start from the producers. Okay. So the importance of photosynthesis is that only if photosynthesis would not be there, life would not be possible on the earth. So life is possible because of the photosynthesis only. So here the plant, if you see on the page number 75, significance of photosynthesis, one image is there, 4.3. That animal get oxygen from the plant and food also. Means like herbivores eat directly plant, and the carnivore eat indirectly, means like indirectly depend on the plant. Why indirectly? Because if the lion here in this picture eat the zebra, so from where the zebra get the food? So indirectly lion also depend on the plant only. So photosynthesis is very important, as we know that it provide not only food, it provide oxygen also. It help to maintain the level of oxygen in the atmosphere. Photosynthesis is the only natural process that can capture and preserve sunlight as chemical energy. It is also the process by which organic food is synthesized by using inorganic raw material. I told you that photosynthesis is only the process which can convert the solar energy into the chemical energy of food. Yes. and energy of the sun that had been captured and preserved by plant during photosynthesis century ago are stored within the fossil fuel. Fossil fuel, yes, tell me what is fossil fuel? Raise your hand. Shazar, yes, tell me what is fossil fuel? Yes, Shazar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Shazar,
Yes,
tell
ma'am.
me what are fossil fuels?
Telling.
Yes,
Telling.
what are fossil fuels? Yes,
Ma'am, like coal and petroleum.
coal and petroleum. Okay, how they form?
And uh, during photosynthesis,
No,
energy gets sent.
no.
Yes, in ocean.
Hmm? Yes, who will
Ma'am, I
say?
tell.
Okay, tell.
Ma'am, they are formed by decomposing of organic materials over a very long period of time.
Not decomposing. It's not
Ma'am, may I
decomposed.
tell?
It just changed the form. Yes.
And they are found from centuries ago.
Due to some disastrous change occur in the environment, these plants and all they just what you can say buried, and with the time they get the pressure and temperature. Because of temperature and pressure, they change their form. That is called fossil fuel. Decomposing to it means like when the plant and animal they decompose, this humus we get, the new organic nutrient we get. But fossil fuel, like it gets changed the form. The organic substances due to temperature and pressure, it change the form, and as a result we get the fossil fuel. And of course the oxygen is evolved from through this process, and that oxygen is helpful in living, means human being and animal they use oxygen for the respiration. Without respiration we cannot survive. Even plant also respire. Do you know this thing? Without respiration plant also cannot be survived. In plant, photosynthesis and respiration both processes occur. Photosynthesis occur during the day in presence of sunlight, but respiration occur all 24 hours. Day and night continuously respiration going on in plant. Respiration is a process to provide energy for all the life processes, for all the internal activities, for all the body activities you can say, for organisms life processes. Yes, are you saying something?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you say?
Ma'am, I'm saying that by the breaking down of the food molecules.
Yes, yes, very good. By breakdown of the food molecule by burning the food molecule in presence of oxygen. The oxygen we inhale, it helps to burn the food. That this process gives the burning of food in presence of oxygen gives energy to the body for all the life processes, for all the vital functions. Got it? Now raise your hand and tell me the different factors that affect photosynthesis. Just name.
Madden,
Yes.
lighter, light intensity, and the water.
Water. Okay, and Fariha Javed, yes. Fariha Javed. Fariha, not listening. Abu Bakr Huzaifa. Abu Bakr Huzaifa.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me the factors which are the factors that affect the photosynthesis.
Light intensity, temperature, carbon dioxide concentration.
Okay. Yes, factor that affects light photosynthesis, light intensity, temperature, water, and carbon dioxide.
Light
No,
intensity,
yes.
temperature, carbon dioxide.
Muhammad Abdullah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How light intensity affect the photosynthesis? How light intensity affect the photosynthesis?
Ma'am, when the light intensity is low and photosynthesis is also low.
When light intensity is low, photosynthesis is also low. And then
And when light intensity is very much and high, photosynthesis, the chlorophyll released and destroyed.
if light intensity is low, then photosynthesis is also low. The rate of photosynthesis is also low. And when it is increased, then rate of photosynthesis is also
When
increased.
light intensity very high, the rate of
Higher.
photosynthesis decrease because of the chlorophyll present in the leaves, that destroyed and leached.
Yes, if very high intensity is there, then the rate of photosynthesis decreases. Why? Because of at the high intensity, chlorophyll start destroying. Yes, Haya. Haya. Haya, am I audible to you? Haya, am I audible to you? Yes. Sara Khan. Sara.
क्या बकवास है मैंने
Sara Khan. Yes, Sara. Where she is gone? Yasir Raza. Yasir Raza.
Yes, ma'am.
Yasir Raza. Yes.
Yes,
You tell
ma'am.
me. Okay. You tell me how temperature affect the rate of photosynthesis.
Ma'am, it affect by if there is very much heat, then sometimes the food bonds and
Yes. Say again.
ma'am, if there is a high temperature, then sometimes the food burns.
Sometime. Fatma Zahra, you tell me. Fatma Zahra. Why these students are not taking part in class? Abu Bakr, Zaifa, Fariha, Javed, Fatma, Zahra, Haya Firdaus, Ilma Danish, Iqra Rahman, Muhammad Abdullah, Shazar. Shazar is raising hand sometime, but many of these students are not taking part. Yes, Abdullah. Muhammad Abdullah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me how the temperature affect the rate of photosynthesis.
Your voice is not audible to me.
How temperature affect the rate of photosynthesis? Is it audible to you?
Yes, ma'am. You is audible, but your voice is breaking. I am telling you that plants when the process photosynthesis is taking place, suitable temperature for plants is from 25 degrees Celsius degree to 30 degrees Celsius, 35 degrees Celsius. When the temperature were too low and too high, that affects the plant.
Okay. Good. Ilma Danish, you tell me, yes. How water affect the rate of photosynthesis? Iqra Rahman, you tell me. Iqra Rahman. Iqra Rahman. Fariha Javed. Fariha Javed. Fariha Javed. Yes, Fariha. Okay, Anom Sheikh, you tell me. How the water affect the rate of photosynthesis?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can I tell?
Anom, yes, I asked from you.
Yes, ma'am.
How the water affect the rate of photosynthesis?
Ma'am, water keep the protoplasm of the leaf cells hydrated and help in maintaining the target of cell. Ma'am, can I tell Mama Shazza?
Okay.
Keeps the plasma keeps hydrated and it prevents the leaf wilt and the stomata closing, and so that the entry of carbon dioxide should not close for the photosynthesis.
Now raise your hand and tell me significance of photosynthesis. Those students not raise hand, they also try to be active. Where are you people? You're not giving any response. Even I'm calling your name. Then also.
Ma'am, can I?
Shahzar, Shahzar, you tell me. Shahzar.
Yes, ma'am, I told right now.
Significance of photosynthesis.
Significance of photosynthesis, then I tell.
No, I asked from Shehzad.
Everybody is speaking.
Now Shehzad, you tell me. Yes, Shehzad. Shehzad, you tell me now.
Yes, ma'am. The photosynthesis is the one of the most important process. So
Yes. Continue it.
yes, ma'am. Well, the photosynthesis is one of the most important process in the earth. So it is very important for all the living organisms that are living on this planet. And it also it fulfills the following requirements for it. Food for all living beings is produced through the photosynthesis, and the plants represent an important component in any ecosystem. They contribute produces the first profit level of the food chain. And a food chain is a series of processes in which one organism feeds on another and is in the turn eaten.
Yes. So, significance of photosynthesis, it is very important for the survival of living organism. The life can be possible because of photosynthesis, because through the photosynthesis we get the food as well as oxygen. Now here,
Yes, sir.
here then, okay, fine.
Okay, thanks.
Now there is an activity on page number 75 to demonstrate that oxygen is evolved during photosynthesis. So there is an activity that how you will show that photosynthesis, during photosynthesis oxygen is evolved. Material requirement, what the material will be needed: a fresh bunch of hydrilla plant, it's a aquatic plant, hydrilla, and a glass beaker, a glass test tube and gas funnel, some water and burning splint. So what you have to do, take a fresh bunch of hydrilla, plant in a glass beaker with filled with water, means a glass beaker, in that you fill the water, and what you have to do, keep the hydrilla there, and over that you just cover that or invert a glass funnel over it, and fill a glass tube with water. Place your thumb on its mouth and invert it over the stem of the funnel. What you have to do, fill the glass tube with water and then put the thumb on it, and then just put over on the what you can say funnel. Place the entire apparatus in sunlight. Leave the setup for about an hour. So this whole setup you should keep in the sunlight, and you have to leave around 1 hour then in the sunlight. So what you will be observing after this whole setup to be arranged, you will observe that bubbles of gas emerge from hydrilla plant and collect in the inverted glass test tube. The test tube is inverted on the funnel. What we see that the bubbles of the gas, it emerged from the hydrilla plant, and it go and collect in the test tube. So if we remove the test tube and introduce a burning splint, means we just bring the burning splint near the test tube, what we see, the splint will burn more brightly. So the splint, what happened to the splint, that will burn with more brightly, means oxygen help in burning, we know that. So when we provide more oxygen, so it burn more brightly. And what is the conclusion? The splint burn brightly because of the presence of oxygen in the test tube. This proves that oxygen is evolved during photosynthesis. So, how you do? For that you need a aquatic plant hydrilla. In that you just have to see that you have to collect the gas whatever it is released in the test tube, and that gas you just how to check that it is oxygen, that you just bring this gas towards the burning splint, and you will see that it burns more brightly. So it shows that oxygen helpful in burning. So if oxygen you bring towards the burning splint, it brings more brightly. Now there is an exercise on the page number 76. Fill in the blanks with the correct option. Here options are there. Out of 2 options, one will be the correct, and that you are supposed to fill in these blanks. The first one is you just have to raise your hand. I am reading the first one. The process by which an organism takes in food and uses it to produce energy for growth and development is called. Raise your hand.